Welcome, everyone, to episode 9 of Tyler's Talk Football, sort of.
Sort of, honey. We've
Sort
been
of.
doing sort of for nine
This is the ninth week
episodes
now.
now.
That's right. And welcome to Championship Sunday.
Yes,
Woo!
yeah. It's gonna
Can't
be
wait
hot.
for these games today.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
you know. Today we're going to talk about or do a little recap on last week's Sunday's game. And, of course, we're going to preview today's games.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I want to say hello to my lovely wife, Billy.
Hello,
How are you
sweetie.
today?
Like purdy.
You look pretty.
Well,
That's right.
there's a story behind everything with me
Yes,
as well.
I know.
And today, Billy, I'm a little down. I'm better than I was after last Sunday's game, which we'll talk about.
Yes.
But I had to do some really deep dive into self-care. And there's no way there's no better way for me to feel better than to have on anything with turquoise. So this is my favorite color, for those of you who don't know. And I love sparkles. See, honey?
Yeah, I see.
And the other arm, this is my
Yes.
little cheap costume jewelry, of course. So no one
Of
comes
course.
and robs us.
We don't want that to happen.
Don't waste your time.
no,
Don't
please.
waste your time with a robbery. But this is a little cheap little trinket. And
Okay.
so Billy's trying to uplift her spirit from last week. And,
Right.
turquoise is her favorite color.
Well, let's start with, like we always do,
Yes.
a little toast to today's show.
Toast to you, sweetie.
A toast to you.
And a toast to today's games.
Today's games.
Today I'm drinking just peppermint tea.
Peppermint tea, and I'm drinking coffee.
So here's to
Here's to
let's
NFL Championship Sunday.
This is gonna be a heavy one. Okay.
How's that?
Oh, how can I forget?
Oh my God.
You know my new mantra?
What's that?
Well, I've always been. I just love things, love people, love just about everybody.
Just about.
Unless you really get to me, then it's off.
Cut you
Then I
off.
cut you off. I cut you off. I act like I don't even know you. That's a Leo. Choose love.
Choose love. Everybody.
This is a theme.
That's
choose,
the thing.
Just choose love.
If
we could do that, be a better world. But go ahead, sweetheart.
Right.
Take it.
Well.
Go ahead, take it.
Let's talk about last week's game.
Where's my inhaler?
We're not.
I'm not even asthmatic, and I need
We're not
an
going to spend a
inhaler.
lot of time on
Please
that.
do.
But
Yeah. Well, we
Buffalo and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And Buffalo.
Yeah.
There's not much I can say about this game. Buffalo didn't have play their best game.
Yeah.
Since he just came out rolling.
Yeah, they rolled.
Joe Cool.
Oh, he was too cool for school.
He was too cool for school.
Oh, my tongue is
Him and Jamar Chase just ate up the Bills. What can we say? It was really not much of a contest. It was kind of unfortunate. Of course, the masses wanted the Bills to win for a lot of reasons. But it didn't happen. So
I was sad. I'm not going to belabor it because not everybody knows who I feel. I'm just a huge Mafia person, and it took me out for about 3 days.
I think more than that.
I'm really actually just coming back.
Just coming back.
And it was sad. It was heartbreaking. So much was emotionally invested in the team and the city and all the circumstances and all the unfortunate circumstances, and to see it in that way. Just extremely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Very sad. It felt like it's grief. It's stages of grief,
Yes, I got you.
And I just feel that we're going to talk about changes coming, but you know what? I'm a mafia forever.
That's right.
Mafia.
Yeah.
And it was sad. Of course,
Hey,
we wish we're
they'll
in
be back next
we
year.
wish we're in the game today.
Yeah.
People had bought tickets to go to Atlanta. They got to get refunds.
Right.
Hotel, but we did not play our best. You have to say when it's good, when it's not.
Right.
But they don't take away from choosing love from my Bills.
That's right.
Look at my chest.
You know it. Choose love.
Choose love. Always. Bills forever. Bills forever. Heartbreaking and sad. And all I can say, a song comes to mind.
What song is that?
A song comes to mind. And I'm not a singer. But it never stopped me.
Never stopped you.
And I'd like to say to the Bills, thank you for a great season.
That's right.
Much love. You're going to come back. We're not leaving you.
Oh, no.
What kind of
course not.
fan leaves their players and
Never.
we family. Okay?
Your family.
We family. So I'm going to sing a little song today.
Go ahead.
The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. Love you, Bills.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's move on.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart.
What's that?
Guess what?
What?
Just a little side note for the Bills. Guess where they're playing this in the September season when it starts again?
Where's that?
London. I think we should go.
Well,
I'd like
we'll
to
have
go.
to see.
Have to see what?
See if we're going. But
Oh,
anyway.
London's lovely.
Oh, I bet I've
And I
been
hope
there.
it rains. Yeah, me too. I just love that
times.
place. Love London.
All
Okay,
right.
but I'm sorry. But
Okay.
yes, they're playing in London.
All right.
Good luck, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Love,
yeah,
still
yes,
love
yes,
you.
yes,
Nothing
yes.
but love.
Nothing but love for
The Bills
Buffalo
and the Giants.
and the Giants.
But wish we were in the game today. But go
Of
ahead.
course.
Mhm.
Okay, the second game of the on Sunday, last Sunday, was Dallas versus San Francisco. Now that was a closer game. It actually was a well played game. A couple of turnovers had happened for Dallas, and unfortunately, San Francisco took advantage of them. It was close. It was close, but San Fran looked like they basically had it in hand. So good luck to San Francisco today, as well as Cincinnati today. But Dallas, well, the cowgirl.
Oh my.
I'm sorry.
Let's be
Cowboys.
respectful. Let's be respectful.
I gotta be respectful.
Let's be respectful.
I gotta be respectful. The Cowboys will be there again next year, or be somewhere around there next year.
Somewhere.
Listen, they still have a lot of talent.
Dak is quite the talented young man.
Yeah, well, Dak is quite talented, but at the same time, he's getting paid a lot of money, and of course, it's not all Dak's fault for the things that happen, and it never is.
It's like they try to blame my Josh.
They made it to the divisional series,
That's right.
and unfortunately didn't get any further than that because they played against a pretty good team, which is on a mission.
Yeah.
Okay, so at any rate, let's talk about today's games. My goodness.
All my sons, well, except my main son, Josh.
Yes.
But my other sons are all playing against each other today.
Yes, they are.
It's gonna be a good game.
Well, let's talk about the first game. Wow, Philadelphia versus San Francisco in Philly.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be a humdinger, as they say. And of course, my feeling is that Philly's pretty tough, and they're home, so that just give them a couple of points just off the bat. It's going to be a close game. I think a 3-point, 6-point game at the absolute most.
Mr. Hurts against Mr.
Jalen Hurts will,
Purdy.
and Sanders and A.J. Brown. That's a tough tandem, or actually triplets there. But they're going to be tough to handle. And like I said, in Philly, it's going to be a good game, and I looking forward to that game. My prediction.
Yes, what's your prediction, honey?
Of course, is Philly, but at the same time, let's go over to the other side. That's San Francisco.
Purdy, Brock Purdy. Let's talk about Brock.
Brock. If San Francisco wins, Brock will be the first rookie quarterback to start the Super Bowl. Ever.
How old is this baby? 22?
22.
And third string.
The main thing
Incredible.
is that he started from Mr. Irrelevant to Mr. Relevant. He was the last player chosen.
Well, this is quite the...
No, that's quite an accomplishment.
This is quite a backstory.
Don't you think?
This is just phenomenal. Wow. And we wish the young man... Yeah,
we wish him a lot of luck.
A clean game today.
I wish him a lot of luck.
A safe game, because that's always a priority.
And you've got McCaffrey, you've got Debo Samuel, and George Kittle. And they're quite a bunch of really good players on San Francisco side, and they have great defense as well as Philly. We don't talk about the defensive players as much.
Oops.
But the tone,
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I think that was Debo.
Might have been. But they have to play team defense as well as Philly. And it's going to be a great game. I mean, what more can I say?
I was going to ask you, hon.
What's that?
I like to ask questions that really don't have. That's why we call it Tyler's football, sort of.
Right.
Because
right.
it's kind of like on the softer side, the beaten path. Food. Remember the time we went to Philadelphia?
Yes.
Let me tell you something about that Philadelphia. Okay, that Philadelphia. I mean, second to Buffalo, food, but those steak sandwiches.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness gracious. We're not endorsing anything, but this place was called Ishkabibbles. Okay, no, I mean we're not paid. We ain't paid nothing to do this. This no silly show.
No, not at all.
We're not paying, but you got to call it out when you see it. Ishkabibbles. My goodness, the best Philly steak sandwich. Do you think the fellas have steak sandwiches before they play?
I don't know.
What do you think
maybe the biggest of guys. I'm sure
they
have
eat something, don't
a lot of food there, so that they're
not playing till the afternoon.
Have that energy to play the game.
Well, what do you think they would have? Pancake? What do you think? The game's not till this afternoon. The boys must eat.
Yes. Well, they're gonna eat a good breakfast. They're gonna eat a good breakfast.
Yeah.
And
well, I hope they have a nice steak sandwich.
But I tell you though, that weekend we did spend in Philly.
Love that place.
Oh, it's a beautiful
Philadelphia.
city. I mean, there's no question.
Let me tell you something.
Philly is a beautiful city.
Yeah,
and a lot of history.
I hope we go back.
We'll go back sometime.
We're not that far from Philly. We're just 2 hours.
2.5.
But once again, this is kind of the sort of part of our show. But we gotta give love to the city of
brotherly love.
Brotherly love.
The city of brotherly love.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on to the other big game.
Oh my!
And this is another big game.
Yes.
A lot riding on this game, like the other game, but this one just seems to be just one of those special games that come around every now and then. And the funny thing is, the same two teams played last year as well.
Yeah. So they beat us.
Okay, to get into
get over this.
I know. Kansas City and Cincinnati. Now, the big story of the day. How was Patrick Mahomes' ankle? That high ankle sprain that he suffered last week. I mean, high ankle sprains are, could be very bad. Well, and because they're in the NFL with the trainers and the medical staff, I mean, they will take care of him. I mean, he says he's ready to play after 1 week of a high ankle sprain that looked pretty bad.
Well, that man's not human. The man's not human.
He's not human.
That's between him and my Josh, the alien arm. They call Josh alien. I'm sorry to keep going back to Josh. I miss my heart.
Don't go back.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. But I know we have a broader audience. But I'm really trying, sweetheart. But my other son, Mahomes, we talked about it last week, limping around. So, he'll be healed up today. He's not going to be sitting in the second string today.
Well, no.
No way.
Not as long as Patrick is there. But the offensive line has to really protect him a little bit more.
Yes.
He can't do his crazy maneuvers and
he's
run around.
He's another one that slides around.
But though I may be totally surprised.
Maybe.
Did
you know who they're playing?
Oh, I know they're playing.
My new son.
Joe Cool.
Oh, my goodness.
Cincinnati.
They annihilated us last week. I hate to say, but I had said in a previous show.
Yes.
Of course, my heart bleeds blue, Buffalo Mafia.
Of course.
But you know what I said in
What'd you say?
Previous shows? He said if anybody goes, I want them to Cincy to take it because I just think Cincinnati City is just fantastic. Those people.
I've been to Cincinnati in a while.
I've never been.
You've been. I don't even know.
Because I like how they treat people, how they treated Lamar.
Jamar Chase.
Demar.
Oh, you talking about? No, I'm sorry.
No.
You talking about
our Demar?
Our Demar. Yeah.
And how they treat the city and all that. But we've said that before. But Cincinnati, and Joe, and the coach, just class act.
Very class act.
Class act.
I mean, Cincinnati is up and coming team who's already been there because they were in the Super Bowl last year.
Yes.
And I tell you, as long as they're led by Joe Cool, I mean,
he is cool.
This guy, he's something else. I mean, he is himself. I mean, he is just epitomizes just confidence, exudes it all the time. Well, he speaks very well in front of the press and lets you know that he's the man.
Yes.
With a smile on his face.
And not arrogant.
Not arrogant at all.
That's what I love.
And comes into the stadium looking like, well,
delicious.
He's just too cool
Well, and he would never in a lineup say, which of these dudes, which of these quarterback coming into the, and I love that. That gets me excited when they all come in, they're underground and they before they walk into the tunnel. That's so exciting to
Right.
me. And Joe, he would never say, "Oh, Joe's gonna have on a fur coat like who's the one from the Knicks?" Like,
Walt Clyde
when no
Frazier.
one's like that.
No
But
one's like that.
no one's like that.
No one's like Clyde.
And thank God, because that's not. Well, I mean, I'm just not.
Clyde's the man.
I mean,
but
we love Clyde, but that's not
great
my style.
outfits, I tell you.
Yeah, and God bless him. But back to football.
Yeah.
Joe
Cool. I'll tell you what. Joe Cool, Jamar Chase, Mixon. Those guys are pretty tough. They're very good. They score points, and Kansas City will have to really deal with them.
Yeah.
If they can stop those guys,
it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a great game. I'll tell you what. And of course, in Kansas City, you have Travis Kelce, who's Mr. Unstoppable, the tight end. I mean, he scores a lot of touchdowns. He's open all the time. So Cincinnati has to be really aware of him.
How's the weather? Have you heard the weather forecast?
I haven't really heard the weather forecast.
Big factor.
Yes, it'd be cold, but it'd be dry. I believe the sun will be out.
The sun will come out.
There we go. If it isn't out, but there's not going to be any weather patterns.
Okay, nothing crazy. Rain, no snow. No. Okay.
No. It's going to be dry and cold.
All right.
But I tell you what, this game. I mean, both games are going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Again, that's another close game.
Yeah.
My pick would be KC this time.
Really?
And
like last year.
Most time. Well. Yeah, and they lost to Cincinnati last year. But at the same time, Kansas City. I'm saying that with hoping that Mahomes has a good game, because anything can happen with that ankle, and and at the same time, we hope they come through, but it's going to be a very close game. Now Cincinnati is.
We never know.
I'm just saying, it's going to be a close game. My pick is Kansas City, but it can go either way, obviously, because Cincinnati is really tough. To come into their home field again and beat them will be miraculous. Well, and I think that, they can do it, but, I mean, this Kansas City, they have to come through this year, but at the same time, there you have my picks.
Would you like to hear mine?
Yeah, I'd like to hear yours.
This is so hard because all of these young men, I consider like surrogate sons. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
I have. I've got a number of sons.
A number of sons
over my actually biological sons.
Yeah.
Okay. Between Hurts and Purdy, I'm going to pick Mr. Hurts.
Okay.
Because of their and I was going to say because they're at home, but they didn't do us well in Buffalo last week. So I always thought, oh, God, you have a hometown advantage. But I'm starting to understand that sometimes you can work, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
But in this case, I'm going to pick Mr. Jalen Hurts. And in KC and Cincy, this one really gets my heart. I'm going to pick, even though I prefer Cincy, I'm going to pick KC. I just think that they're, I don't know, just something about that Mahomes. When he gets in tight, he just won't go.
Right.
He just, it's like a caged lion, like my hair, just lion. He just won't go.
Right.
So I'm going to pick those two. And I wish all of them a healthy game. This is a game. We have to remember that.
It's just a game.
In America, this is such a huge. I realized that this season, it's a game, but it's beyond a game. It's almost like a national holiday every Sunday. And let me just retract that. It's beyond a game.
In the world.
It's exciting. We've been doing this little silly show for since November. Yeah. And every Sunday I get excited about teams that I didn't know anything about before. Okay, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. You asked me.
I just want to move on. In the essence of time.
Well, we have time.
I talk fast. You talk fast.
But let me ask you this, hon.
Yes.
And I'll be quick. What's it like? We're only down to 4 teams playing today. Okay, so everybody else is done.
Yeah,
it's over. It's a done deal. I wonder a lot. I wonder
as I wonder.
I wonder what the other teams, all the players who did not make it to this.
Yes.
I wonder what they're doing and how they're feeling.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're all watching today's game to support their brethren.
Mm-hmm.
If some are perhaps saying, "I'm done. I can't. I'm too emotionally spent."
Right.
Or some out,
have
or have some just taken a plane and gone to some Caribbean island to just to kind of decompress.
That too.
Or some playing golf, or some just
eating. A lot are playing golf.
Or some just saying, "I don't want to be bothered. I'll see you after 2 weeks." I just wonder what that must be like, because I felt emotionally spent and I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
How do they feel who put their passion and their heart into it? I'm just wanting to know the answer.
Well, the answer is all the above. I really believe that. You have those guys who are still very much in tune to the rest of the playoffs, even though the team may not be in it, but their interest lies in football, and they want to continue doing that, keeping up with the games. Other guys just head to the islands.
Yeah.
Other guys are heading to the golf course. Other guys are bringing their family somewhere. Taking some well-deserved time off to heal, because a lot of the guys have these nagging injuries, which, every week the medical staff takes care of them. But after that,
they're on their own.
And then there's some guys who start these off-season workouts early and always want to keep in shape all year round. So there's a whole host of things that these players are doing. And, and their minds are like either, I have to say that, they're relaxing and doing a lot of things, and just as we spoke about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but, at the same time.
But do you think, though, that the quarterback, because they literally and figuratively, they carry a lot on their shoulders.
Right.
They are the team leader. Correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that a quarterback who, in this case, all the teams that didn't make it, your Giants, my Buffalo Bills, and all the rest, do you think that the quarterbacks are feeling even more pressure? Like, damn.
Well, because they're the leaders of the team.
Right.
They're basically the captains of the team, the top quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And of course, they're feeling the brunt on their shoulders if they weren't successful. They feel that, okay, I should have done more.
Yeah.
My part. And that's understandable. That's with any
I just hope that, as a mom, I would say but I must go there. I must go there because you feel you give your all.
Right.
The weather and situations, and I say, you know what, Josh? I'm sorry. Just go back to Josh. You know what, son? Just take the time off.
Yep.
Okay. Go to maybe I have a spa. Go get some massage and just decompress, and we'll see you back. But we love you.
But this time of year, at this time of year, there's, of course, other than all that, there's the coaching carousel.
Oh, boy.
Where some coaches have fear for the jobs and they may not make it.
Fired. In other words, fired. Right?
Fired, yes. And so that's always a thing at the back of their minds, particularly if the teams really did badly, or if the expectations weren't there from and ownership felt that it's time for them to go.
Has anybody been fired yet?
I think Nathaniel Hackett from Denver.
Gone?
He's gone. But I think that
wait a minute. I just heard you. You mean the coach of Russell?
Yes, he was the coach
of
the other son.
Oh, my Russell. Poor Russ. I haven't seen him.
And he was picked up as the offensive coordinator for the New York Jets.
What sense does that make? It make no sense.
Doesn't make much sense to me.
Sense
if you fail as a head coach,
then how are you going to do it over there?
What makes you think that you can be a good offensive coordinator?
Me.
But then again, no, they're not asking any of us.
But does that make sense?
No, it doesn't make sense to me. But then again,
not supposed to, because we're just here in the basement.
That's right.
We're just doing a little silly show in the basement.
No one gives a hoot
Nobody
about
cares.
what we're doing. Nobody. Or what we think, actually.
Well,
okay. But the players now. Some players will come and go. They'll get traded or not traded. They'll move on to other teams, and vice versa. So some of that will be happening as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the big fish out there, as far as coaches are concerned, is Seth Payton.
Who's he?
Well, he was the former coach of New Orleans, and when they won the Super Bowl, very good coach.
Oh, what happened to him?
Well, no, he had actually left the game. He moved away from New Orleans Saints a couple of years ago,
Oh,
and he's doing some commentating, some NFL analyst work.
okay.
But he's still going to get back into coaching, and I think he's the big fish. But of course, he would be demanding full control of the team, of player movements and things like that.
He wants to come back to.
Oh yeah, but he's I think he's selling on what teams may want may want him or what have him. I'm sure there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we really don't know about. But like I said, he's going to be the big fish out there.
Well, we wish everybody, as we always say, listen, we wish everybody the best and hope they land where they're supposed to land. And that's just the nature of that business, NFL. Yep. It's a business.
Well, and how about, babe, 2 weeks from now?
Can you believe?
2
weeks? And guess what? It's on my sister's birthday.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful.
My sister Corla.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Happy birthday, sis, early, February 12th.
Early, February 12th.
Yes. Yes, so Super Bowl Sunday, Glendale, Arizona.
That's right.
February 12th. And the big dance. And it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy. You know why?
Why is that?
Because of the halftime show.
That's all you care about.
Well, at this point, that's all I care about.
Well,
that's what Kevin and Troy used to say all the time. Mom, you don't care. You only show up during halftime.
And
you know what? I used to say, no, you're wrong, but they were right.
They were right.
But this year, cute.
It's gonna be.
Let me just say this first. Jay-Z has taken over his Rock Nation produces the halftime show.
Right.
Well, it's going to be par excellence with Jay-Z's hands all over it. This year, oh my goodness, honey, we're going to have to get some good food in here. Get ready for halftime. First of all, that phenomenal country singer Chris Stapleton, who I just love, big old beard.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. He's won 8 Grammys, and he's going to sing the national anthem. So he's going to bring some country soul to it. He's going to sing. That's Chris Stapleton, national anthem. My sweetie pie, babyface. Babyface. Kenny Edmonds.
Yeah.
12-time Grammy winner, songwriter par excellence, extraordinaire. Every song, every love song, every Boyz II Men he's written for. You name it, his hands, he's pinned everything. Guess what? They got Babyface. He's going to sing America the Beautiful. Oh, my God. I got my tissues ready.
Yeah.
I got my tissues ready for my sweetheart, Chris Stapleton.
He's going to make it soulful.
He's going to make it soulful. And the way that Babyface.
Like a love ballad.
It's going to be a love ballad. He's going to turn America the Beautiful into a love song. Yeah. Oh, it's only Kenny Babyface Edmonds can.
Okay.
And you know who I just want to she is a girlfriend in my head. This doggone Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is the year of Cheryl Lee. Not only has she won an Emmy and a Golden Globe for her portrayal as that wonderful teacher in the breakout hit Abbott Elementary, produced by Quinta Brunson, she has been chosen to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing. I got goosebumps as I say it. I got goosebumps.
That's wonderful.
She's going to be out there because she just is very dramatic. She's very dramatic.
She'll sing it like that, too.
Did you know she's from Connecticut?
Yeah, Waterbury, right? Waterbury.
Okay, a Jamaican sister from Waterbury, Connecticut. Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Plug the Waterbury.
Well, okay.
No, don't do
I'm not going to do that. We're going to plug Waterbury.
Don't do that.
And Cheryl Lee Ralph, I love you. I just love you. I know once again, this is football, sort of. Cheryl Lee Ralph can't wait. But the queen of the night.
Oh, yes, of course.
Miss Rihanna.
Oh,
Miss Rihanna Fenty is going to come out there and she is going to kill it. I know she is.
Oh, yeah.
This woman is extraordinary talent. Extraordinary talent. Extraordinary. So looking forward to
Miss. She crosses over to everything.
Oh my
Rihanna.
Oh, her voice. There's certain entertainers. It's first of all, all they need is one name, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, one name. That's all you need. Some of them need 2 and 3. All she need is one name. One name. Rihanna.
Right.
And she comes out and she's stylish. She's her own. She's got her own everything. Perfume, clothes, everything.
She's a beautiful lady.
Beautiful woman. And she's gonna kill it. So congratulations in advance to Miss Rihanna.
Right.
Chris Stapleton. Also, another little interesting tidbit. Last year, Oscar winner Troy Coach Sir, who won an Oscar for the death role in Coda. He's going to perform the national anthem in American Sign Language.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that great?
That's wonderful.
Isn't that great? So
All right,
that's
okay.
the halftime show.
Okay.
Okay, so you know what, honey? I know we're running a little bit over today, but I don't think anybody will mind.
No, I don't think
Because
you'll
you know
mind.
why? You know what it's time to do now? Guess what it's time to do as we end this?
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's right.
I love this segment.
So, it's a beautiful thing. And who do you have today? It's a beautiful
All
thing.
right, it's a beautiful thing.
Mrs. T.
Thank you, Mr. T. We're going to talk about Gronk.
Oh, my man.
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah,
My goodness, honey. The man
he's a good
is
guy.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Quite the character.
Everywhere.
Funny. Nice looking young man. Tall.
Another nice
I think, what is he, 7 foot tall? He's 6'6".
6'6".
He's a huge glass of water. 265. Very handsome. And I didn't know he was that tall. I was watching the Today Show last week.
Yeah.
And Al Roker stood.
Al. Well, Al is not 5'7"
Well,
as he claims to be. That's for sure.
The Wikipedia said, and we love you, Al. I don't know about 5'7".
No.
But Al was standing. All I can say is
bit.
Al was standing next to Gronk and he was up to his navel.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so we'll just leave it like that. Okay, but we love you, Al, and we love Gronk. Now, Gronk.
Get
He's got the best name, Gronk. The best football name, Gronk. Gronk is, the man's only 33.
He's only
Oh my
33.
gosh, he's only 33.
Wow.
The life, the sky is not even the limit. He's doing commercials, honey.
Yeah.
He's doing
it's great commercials.
talk shows.
Great commercials.
He's in that coming out movie, or already out, 80 for Brady
80
movie,
for Brady.
produced by his
Oh,
boy
God.
Tom Brady.
Of course.
With it looks kind of corny, but I love the ladies who are in it.
I think it's gonna be funny.
It'll be funny. And he's an NFL guest analyst as well.
Yes, he is.
As we know, he retired from Tampa Bay in the 2021 season.
Yep.
And what position did he play? Again?
Tight end.
Tight end. And of course, we know he played with the New England Patty Cakes,
Oh, yes, he
Peppermint
did.
Patties,
Peppermint
with, of
patties.
course, the phenomenal Tom Brady
Right.
before Tampa.
Yeah.
He's won 4 Super Bowl rings.
Yes,
My
yes.
goodness. 4!
Yes.
We're just trying to get one. 4!
Future Hall of Famer.
4. Yeah. And as we end this today, guess what the best part about Gronk is?
Well, I just want to quickly say though, but he epitomizes just having fun.
Oh, yes.
And playing football the
yes,
right way.
Yes.
And staying on the straight and narrow. He likes to party a little bit, but that's okay. They all do.
Yeah. He's a young
But
man. My
he is
goodness.
a fun guy.
I love him.
And you kind of appreciate that because he got out of the game when he was still on top.
Yes.
Came back for his boy. They won another Super Bowl together.
Wow.
And he said, I'm done again. And this is for good. And I tell you, you got to commend someone like that.
It's
And
a beautiful thing.
what
When
he's
you know
done
when enough is enough.
for his community, for the communities across the nation, and for, just being Gronk.
That's the best name.
This is aggressive. This is the best name. I got to tell you.
But as we're ending,
Yes.
and I know we went over a little bit today, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Do you know the very best thing about Gronk that I just found out?
What is the very best
I just found out last month. I can't believe it.
What is
Guess what?
What?
He's from Buffalo.
Of course.
He is from Buffalo. He went to Williamsville North High School. For those who don't know, he's a Buffalonian.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Huh?
So it's too bad he never played for the Bills. I don't understand how that happened. How we didn't get him. But regardless.
Because you're from that area,
But wouldn't that have been amazing, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, if they picked him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So proud of you, Gronk. We love
Very
you.
proud. We love
Sky's the limit, young man. Do you enjoy your life? I'm glad you got out because it's a beautiful thing when you. It's a beautiful thing when you know you've had enough. Enough is enough, and there's other ventures.
All right.
It's other ventures. So
okay. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us.
No show next week.
No show next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks on Super Bowl Sunday. And we want you to enjoy the game today.
Yes.
If your teams are still in it,
yes.
Enjoy to the fullest.
Yes.
And as always, don't forget to subscribe anyway. Leave a comment. Push that button.
Push that button.
Leave a comment.
Yes.
And
share if you would be so
and
kind.
share if you would be
And
so kind.
Choose love.
Choose love.
That's it. Choose
All
love.
right, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.